Hi, this instructional video is about solving multi-step equations. Multi-step equations that have variables on both sides. There are several ways of solving for x in this case. However, let me introduce it in a way that is consistently the same. It might involve an extra step, but here it comes. First thing you should notice that if you see a number outside of parentheses, in this case on both sides of the equation in fact, you're thinking about doing the distributive property. That's where you take that coefficient 2, the number outside, and multiply it to each of the term inside of parentheses. So in this case, you get 2 times x, which is 2x. 2 times minus 9, or 2 times negative 9, that's negative 18, or minus 18. And that equals whatever's on the right side. So you're going to do it again. The 3, the outside of parentheses, times the first term and the second term of the inside. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times minus 6, or negative 6, is minus 18. Now here's what I recommend. To keep it consistent, always try to bring the x to left side of the equation, because that gets rid of one step of deciding how I should solve this. So every time you see two variables, one on each side, just bring everything to one side, to the left that is. So in this case, we have 3x. We're going to bring it to the left side, and to do that, we do the additive inverse. Do the inverse of positive 3x, which is minus 3x. And whatever you do to right side, you have to do it to the left side. So as a result, on the right side, the 3x and minus 3x, they're opposite, so they become 0. They cancel out. So all that remains on the right side is minus 18, or negative 18. On the left side, 2x minus 3x. $2 in the bank, take out 3, you're going to owe the bank some money. In this case, negative 1x, or it's just simply negative x. Minus the 18. We haven't done anything with that yet. Now, you're going to have a little confusion here, but just stick with the same old procedure. To solve for x, you move that minus 18, this 18, that is. To do that, we're going to do the opposite of adding 18 to both sides. On the left side, minus 18 plus 18, their additive inverse, they become 0. So all that remains on the left side is negative x. But look at this. Minus 18 and plus 18 on the right side as well, they become 0. They're gone. So since they're gone, we need something, so let's put a 0 there. Now, we know what the final answer is, but we still cannot leave the work with a negative coefficient. So to get rid of the negative symbol, either we could multiply the negative 1 or divide a negative 1. Either way. So let's divide a negative 1. So negative 1 invisible factor here simplifies a negative 1 here, becoming a positive 1x. Now, anytime we have a fraction with a 0 on top, it's just a 0. So why don't you try numbers 2 and 3 using this procedure, okay? Try it. Okay, so here, no distributive property involved on the left side here, but on the right side, yeah, we have one. So let's do that. Take that negative 3, multiply to the first term and to the second term. So negative 3 times x is negative 3x. Negative 3 times positive 4 is negative 12, plus a 28. And that all equals what's on the left side, which is 5x. Let's go ahead and combine these two like terms. Because this is minus 12 plus 28. It's like saying you take out 12 bucks, but you put in $28 in the bank. You actually have a positive balance of, what's that, 16? Yeah. And since we haven't done anything with a negative 3x, let's just put that right there. Kind of cramped here. And 5x. Now we have an x on the right, x on the left. Let's go and take that negative 3x and move it to the left side by doing the opposite, which is plus 3x. So the negative 3x is an additive inverse of positive 3x. They become 0. So on the left side we have 8x is equal to 16 on the right. To solve for x, we're going to divide that 8 to both sides. So the 8 and the 8 simplifies to become 1x. And 16 over 8 becomes 2. Now it does say check the solution. Last time I didn't really have to do that because I just did it in my head. But here, I should show it. Let's take that x is 2 and substitute it in here and here. And make sure that the left side and the right side of the equation is the same. So I got 5 times 2. We know that's 10. And on the right side, negative 3 times 2 plus 4 plus 28. Let's see what happens. Here is 10. On the right side, 2 plus 4 is 6. And 6 times 8, what? 6 times negative 3 is negative 18 plus the 28. And does that equal us on the left, which is 10? Let's see. You take out $18, put in, deposit $20 in a bank. Your bank balance is 10. Ta-da! So that means the x equals 2 is a good answer. And finally, number 3. Yes, we have distributive property. Here we go. So 12 times 2 and 12 times negative x. So that's 24 minus 12x. On the right side, 6 times 1, 6 times x. So that's 6 plus 6x. Let's just go ahead and do what I did with number 1. Let's just take the x and bring it to the left side by subtracting that 6x and combine it with a like term under here. Okay? I don't just randomly put a negative 6x anywhere. It has to be under the like term. So on the right side, 6x and negative 6x, they become 0. That just leaves me with a 6 on the right side. On the left side, I have 24, negative 12, and negative 6. I take out $12, take out $6. Your bank balance is now negative 18x. Now I'm going to move that 24 away from the x term by doing the opposite, which is minus 24 to both sides. So 24 minus 24, 0. All that remains is negative 18x on the left. And you have $6 in the bank, you take out 24, you took out too much. You're going to owe the bank $18. That's good for us, for solving, because now when we divide that negative 18 next to the x to both sides, x becomes simply 1. And to check it, plug it back into this one and that one. Let's see what happens. 12 times 2 minus 1, that's where the 1 goes, equals 6 times 1 plus 1. That's where that 1 goes. Now we're going to evaluate. 2 minus 1 is 1. And 12 times 1 is 12. 1 plus 1 is 2. And 6 times 2 is 12. Ta-da! It works. All right. Multi-step equations.